Hey guys, it's BW and we're back out in the garage. I'm having kind of a slow day today. I'm a little tired this weekend, but I'm in a nice mood. I'm just going through all my parts. I figured I'd bring you guys in, let you see what I got going on. Yes, my shop's still a mess, but I don't feel like dealing with it right now. Maybe I'm a little lazy. I don't know. I worked pretty hard last week, so I'm taking it easy today. You noticed a nice new shirt I got. My buddy Randy Ryan sent it to me from the Tri-5 National. I thought that was pretty nice of him. Thanks a lot, Randy. But anyway, let's take a look at what we got going on out here and show you guys what's up. I've been going through the parts bin. This one anyway, it had most of the stuff in it. When I had sent the car out to get it media blasted, the guy called up and me and my buddy Guy had to fly out there real quick because he was mad we didn't take a lot of this stuff off the car. I did have the glass out, but a lot of this other stuff I didn't. So going through there, I think these are for the back panel, the covers for the back panels. We don't need them. There's the old emergency brake and the mechanism for that, the wheel, the spring, stuff like that. So there's just a bunch of odds and ends in there. I got a couple extra door hinges in there. Looks like the a little bit of the throttle stuff's in there. Look, hey, look at this thing. The old fuse panels in there, crying out loud. I don't know what this is. Is this a hood latch or something? I have no idea. What is that? You guys tell me. I think it might be a hood latch. I don't know. But anyway, I found most of the door glass mechanism parts. You guys can see, like, this spring's broken. It was broken whenever I got the car. So I think you can get rebuild kits for these. I'm not sure. That spring looks like it's half dead, ready to break anyway. But I think they have rebuild kits for these. If not, we'll get new door mechanisms. No big deal. I just ordered the door glass itself because you guys can see this stuff is all cracked and it's beat. So I couldn't remember, but when I pulled it out, yeah, it's no good. I got rebuild kits for the wings too. All the parts and everything for that, and I went ahead and I got the glass. It wasn't that much more. You can see where this is just starting to delaminate along there, and plus if I clean that up, that's green, and I want all clear glass to match the side and the back. The only color is a little bit in the windshield, so we want to keep it that way. And then I got all the parts up here on top of the Nova that I could find. I'm not sure if some of this hardware is not for the door. Like, I don't know if this is or isn't. And up here, it's like, there's the original door switches. They might be good. I don't know. I'll just hold on to them. And then I got like these were for the cowl, for the 55. And I put stainless steel bolts on there, so I probably don't need that. Look, here's the old high beam, low beam switches still in there, but I was separating that stuff out. But you know, a lot of the stuff is in here. See inside there the parts for the parts and the hardware for the door. I got the new tumblers right here, so we won't need these old tumblers, but I got stuff, you know, everything put together. I honestly don't know if I have everything. I think as far as actually the winding the track and all that stuff, I think I have everything, but I don't have door cards. I don't have handles. I don't have window winder handles and the parts that go with that. So basically, what I really need to do is get a parts breakdown list for the doors and look at what I have and then get what I don't have. That way we can get these door glass put in and put that to bed. And we're gonna, you know, think about getting this thing at least an epoxy primer here pretty soon, so that I can, if I have to keep it outside, it's not going to get wet, you know. we'll get there, but you know, it's a pain in the butt having to rush home to get it in the garage right away because I don't have door glass or any paint on it. So we got to get that taken care of, and we will. But you guys can see that's what I'm basically doing today. And then I want to take the car out for another ride. I'm just trying to put miles on it. I gotta run some stuff over to my in-laws and pick stuff up for Kim, so that's a little chore to run over there and do that. I'm gonna head out here in a few minutes, but I just wanted to bring you guys in, show you what I got going on, and you guys can hang out with me today.
A guy was showing me all his stuff. I should have pulled the camera out, but I just met the guy. He flagged me down at 5 points by my house. It's like, hey man, come look at my stuff. I don't know, maybe we'll horse trade some work. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, guys. Well, it's a couple days later. I've switched the garage around. I put the gasser on the other side of the shop and put all the junk over here that I got to sift through and find new homes for, because it was really getting to be a pain in the butt getting in and out of the gate. Especially with that little steering wheel. I might look into getting a bigger steering wheel at some point. But anyway, I want to close off the gas door hole for a while. I have this gas door here. I don't want to spend 90 bucks on it because I'm not really going to open and close it. That's not where we put the gas. And I may end up doing body work and closing that off. But for now, I'll put this on, and it's got a broken piece of hinge right there. I'm just going to TIG weld it together real quick. That way I can just bolt it up and have something for now. These things are like 90 bucks, and I don't feel like spending 90 bucks on something I have in the bin. All right, well, we zapped that together. It worked out good. Good strong weld. I threw a little bit of spray paint on the weld so that it won't rust up. Hey man, we may end up body working that over, but the door works for now. All right, at least that's taken care of. Guys, while I was finishing up these wing regulators, the springs came from Eckler's. It's the first thing I've ever ordered from them. They're power window regulators, 1968 through 82. They said on the website they're a ½ inch bigger than these springs, but that they will work. So we're gonna give them a try. Now this one I should be able to fix no problem. You guys can see how rusted the spring is, but also the piece, sorry about that, the piece like this, it looks like it's almost completely gone. So I'm gonna have to try to build that up somehow, whether it be with weld or get a piece of round stock and try to fix it. We'll see how it goes. All right, well, the driver's side went on without a hitch, and it works great. The passenger side, that spring was rotted on here. You guys can see how bad that is. You know, normally I would just say no problem, and I would weld this up and grind it and fix it up to where I could use it. But look at this, the plate's just bad. So I'm gonna get a hold of Jay. I'm sure he's got a window regulator laying around down there he could probably part with. I haven't seen him in a couple months anyway. It'd be nice to have a visit. All right, so we're gonna hold off on the rest of this stuff until I talk to him, and maybe he can get me in touch with a lot more stuff I'm gonna need. Maybe he can get me my window fuzzies and all that good stuff. All right, pick us up later. All right, guys, well, it's a few days later. I was able to run back down to Jay's and get the right window regulator from him the other day. I initially bought the wrong side, but I got that. I borrowed a door panel from him, door card, and we're going to attempt to replicate it and make it. So I got to return that to him. He wants those chrome strips back, but he let me borrow it to make my door cards. We got the right window winders and the door openers. We'll clean them up with some soap and water, and then we'll try to shine them up a little bit. They're plenty good enough for what we're going to be doing. All right, and right now the plan is making these door cards. I'm going to lay it down on the ground, and I'm going to I got some pattern material. We're going to make it out of the pattern material, and then we're going to make it out of this. I got this tempered hardboard. It's really light, but it seems strong. I think it's the right stuff to use for this job. It comes up a little short, but so did the manufacturer one. You can see they actually sewed her together. We're going to hot glue ours together, but we'll get there. So we got this material we're going to make the pattern with first, and then we'll be able to flip it to the other way for the driver's side to passenger side. I'm going to try to make these these metal clips at the bottom. See how that's bent there after that's put on? I believe somebody like our buddy over there, Don, Hot Rubber Rides, could verify it, but I believe that metal strip snaps into the bottom of this door channel right here, and that's what snaps it in down the bottom. I think that's what that does. So we're going to try that. We're going to try to make one of those. I don't have any metal here, but I'll get some, and that's what I'm working on right now, and I'll check in with you guys after I get the patterns made. Maybe we'll get these cut out. All right, well, we got the pattern laid out. We drew it. We're going to have to use a piece of 2 boards, but that's all right. We'll glue them together. We transferred the holes. I'm not sure about that square cutouts, so I'm going to hold off on those until I research it a little bit more. All right, guys, well, you can see I got it cut out, and the small piece I ran a bead of tape. Now we'll just flip it over. All right, and we're gonna fold it up like so. All right, just temporarily. We borrowed the glue gun from our friend over there at $1.25 Crafts. And we're gonna run a bead of hot glue the whole way down. Oh, fell down. Let me get the back up there for a second. Put the rest of the... All right. There you go. You guys can see I got a bead of glue the whole way down. Let that sit for a second, harden up. All right, that's good. Man, I'm getting killed with bugs, so this is gonna be the last step for today. You can see I took and I scraped it with a razor blade and took the excess glue off. That's all right. Look how nice and strong it is. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run my stapler down there and just put a line of staples the whole way down, like so. It's added strength. It's going to be it's probably already plenty strong. It's probably just overkill, but that's okay. Show you in a second. Oh, I ran out of staples, so I'll get some more staples. But that's all I'm going to do is I'm going to run staples the whole way down. Then I'll just tack them flat with our body hammer, and then I'll put another piece of tape on it just for good measure. It'll be plenty strong. You can actually see the old one at the upholstery shop. This was thinner and easier material. They just sewed them together. But what we got is going to be plenty good. All right, well, now we got our door cards made up. I want to work on putting this tacking strip the whole way around. It's bent on an L. We kind of want ours to be flat. We're going to pop rivet them onto our door card, excuse me, and do it that way. This spikes, they really help to be able to stretch the material and get all the wrinkles out. So let me work on flattening these out and cutting off a piece long enough to go the whole way around, and then we'll get them pop riveted on there. All right, guys, you can see we took our tack strip and we flattened it out, and then we pop riveted it on to the back side. All right, now we're going to take the side to be covered and we're going to spray it down with adhesive spray. We got the good stuff here to show you in a second, the 3M heavy duty. All right. See all our nice rivets on there. All right. I'll just take this over and set it on the blanket. We don't want to bring our matting onto this dirty stuff. It'll pick everything right up. All right, now I'm just going to glue this matting down real quick. I'll be right back. All right, we got the matting glued down. We used this high strength 3M90 stuff. Worked out good. Now we're going to flip that over, lay it on our material, and we're going to draw that out. Let me get that all set up. All right, well, I just want to leave like about 3 inches around, so I just kind of guesstimate. See, I got it at the top, kind of round our corners a little bit. It's not an exact science, but definitely want to have a little bit around the back. We might end up trimming a little bit more here and there. Okay, let's get that cut out. Him and I got the vinyl from Joann Fabrics. It's good stuff. This is where it really pays off, having the strip, the what do you want to call it, the spike strips to get it started. Pull your material up one, and the strips will just grab it. And you can re-grab them and re-grab them. They don't all have to get it once. You just kind of stretch it on there. Top for a minute. We're going to come back to that. Tack strip is the word I was looking for. Just kind of pull your material. Alright. That's pretty good. It's starting to really grab. I'm just going to start working it around. Let's get all the wrinkles behind it. We'll work on them later. You'll see how it sucks the corner in real nice. If I had one thing I'd like to have, it would be bigger tack strip spikes for next time. But these are working just fine. See how that texture's really grabbing. We probably should have came up onto the board a little more on the back here, but it's working out. All right. Now, let me show you this real quick. All right. So I'll show you. See how the material's just kind of sticking up, but all the wrinkles are in the back. And let me pick that up and show you what I mean. You see how the corners are all perfect? See how there's no wrinkles anywhere? All right, now we're good to go. We're gonna get the stapler out, and you have to use the shortest staple they sell, which is 1/4 inch. So let me get that set up, and then we'll get this staple. All right, like I say, you gotta use the real short staples, the 1/4 inch ones. This is 1/8 inch taper, or what do they call it, tempered board, hardboard, and with the matting on the back and the leather, or not leather, the vinyl. Let me show you. It don't go through. All right, come there on the other side, nice and smooth. You can't even feel it. So, like I say, it's very important. This is you have to have short staples. All right, so I'm just going to staple this down real nice, and then we'll take a look at what we got right now. All right, guys, you can see how good it came out. There's nothing came through. It's really nice. We put a ton of staples in there so that it never comes off. I'll tell you, the biggest part of that job, the hardest part anyway, was putting that edging down, the tack strip. But that's where it pays off, right here, when you get everything nice and neat like this. All right, so now I want to try to replicate the chrome strips that Jay had on his from our sample earlier in the video. So I got some of this chrome stuff. Let's put it down and see how it goes. I traced out on our pattern where they basically go. Guys, it's blowing around, but I was trying to show you. I cut the pattern and I just kind of chalked in where they go. The wind kept picking up. I got it, but all right, guys, sorry about that. You can see I kind of laid out where the chrome strips were on the one Jay let us borrow. I just kind of put a real light chalk line, and that's going to be what we follow to put this chrome stripping on. Now it's got adhesive back. I don't know how it's going to look, but we're going to give it a try. Why not? I think that came out pretty good. It looks pretty cool. All right, once we put the armrest on there, and I got some vinyl buttons coming when we put the screws in to snap onto the vinyl. I think it's going to look pretty snappy. All right, let's replicate this real quick. Well, I replicated the other side just like that. We got two of them. All right, we got the driver's side, passenger side for backyard upholstery work. I feel like that's pretty good. Hey guys, it's a few days later. We're out in the shop. It's been raining for days. You can see there's so much water, it's actually coming in my shop. So I'm just out looking around. I think we left off at the door cards. I bought these armrests from Classic Car Industries, and I just wanted to bring one out and see how it looks against our homemade door cards. They go, I guess it goes right about here. I felt around, you can see where the holes are. I think they go right about there. That looks really sharp. With that chrome line right here, matches our homemade chrome lines from those rolled up stuff I got. And you can see how the black to black, I was worried that this was going to be too shiny, but they're very close. So it's perfect as far as I'm concerned. And you can see it's a gloss bottom, but I like them, man. They look good. And then I got for secure, when we put these onto the door, instead of using that bottom where you can clip them in, I found these buttons on Amazon where you screw, sheet metal screw in, and you put these metal buttons on there like washers, and then these vinyl buttons snap right onto those. And I think that's going to look great. We'll strategically lay them out so that they look really nice and symmetrical. You can see how nice that's going to match against there. And whenever the screw's pushed in, it'll have a nice little dimple button to it. So we'll be doing that pretty soon. What I want to do first, I'm going to body work this door and then just shoot it with epoxy. And I actually have out in the house, I was down to see Jay, I got the rubber seal for the doors. If you look in the back right here, I got let me pull it out so you can show it to you. I'm sorry about that. It's a little dark in here. I got this felt that, I'm sorry here. I got the felt that you snap up in for the windows, all right? And I was gonna buy the metal clips to help hold it up in there. I guess that'll stay, but I started messing around with the old ones I have. They're over here somewhere. I'm sorry, the shop's really messy, guys, but I started messing around with these. You can see that metal clip right there. I'm trying to get those off, and I'm going to put them on to those felts. I got one off so far. So it's got a little tiny bend in it, but I'm going to mess with it, straighten it out, and snap it on to that felt. And I think that's going to look really good. All right. You guys can see I rebuilt one of the window vents and put new rubber in it. There's a video on my channel. You can go over and take a look. We did that together. I have the other one over here. Maybe I'll do it on a short and I'll fast forward it to like a 30 or 60 second thing, but I got to do this one yet. And I'm going to restore this steering wheel this week. I'm going to bring that in the house. That's one of the reasons I came out here. All right. So that's what I've got going on. This video is like over the past month. You guys remember this part of the job? I just been doing a little bit here and a little bit there, and you can see my shop's still a mess, but we're making room. We are making progress because we are going to push the Nova in here pretty soon. And winter's getting to be here. You guys can hear the rain in the background. It's got us slowed down, but not to a stop. So I'm going to bring that steering wheel in, look for some footage on that. I think I'll make a video and a short on that during the week. It's fun to do pick at little projects like that. Then it doesn't seem like such a big job. And these doors, and with the cards and taking our time, and the full glass is inside this box right here. You know, you just take your time and treat them as all little jobs. Things come out nice, and it's going to work out great. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. Like I said, this is over the course of a month, and I'm just having some fun. We're trying to get as much stuff as we can out. I've been working a ton of overtime to pay for things like these nice armrests and these buttons and the stuff for this. All right. So if you did like this, share it, subscribe if you haven't yet. I'd appreciate it. It doesn't cost you guys a penny, and it sure does help me. So until next time, take care, everybody.